I really want to honor the histories and the legacies that have really contributed and are connected to the Chesapeake Bay, because that history connects people who might be scared to come into the space or might think that they don't fit into the space, when in fact that, you know, African Americans and people of color, I like to say, built the table, built the chairs, built the room and the rug and everything else that's in the space of commercial fisheries in a lot of coastal communities. And so it is not only our right to be there, but it just is natural that we're there. My name is Imani Black. I am the founder and CEO of a nonprofit called Minorities in Aquaculture, and I'm also a master's student at the University of Maryland Center for Environmental Sciences. I was an oyster farmer on the Chesapeake Bay for 6 years, and I grew up on the Chesapeake Bay, so I had always been around the water and boats and fishing and just different outside activities around my coastal community. Minorities in Aquaculture is a community-based nonprofit where we are engaging with minority women of color that are underrepresented in the aquaculture industry. The aquaculture industry is known to be a white male-dominated field, and so women in general are a minority, but women of color are a double minority. And so because I sat in that demographic, I wanted to connect with and support other women that look like me. So, in between our internship programs, working with oyster farmers and other aquaculture organizations to, provide internship opportunities for career development for our members, to be able to give them those community kind of engagement events where we all get together and just support each other and talk about what we're doing. But also just that elevation piece, we're really a platform where we want to advocate for women of color especially, but all minorities that are underrepresented in aquaculture, so that we can be treated fairly and be included in an industry that's taking over the world. For us, it's not about bringing, for example, African Americans to a new space, which is aquaculture, but in a way that history of the black watermen and the black boat captains that came before us that also are existing now. We've been in this space before, so it's really kind of bringing us back home. Minorities in Aquaculture is really kind of not only on the DEI side, but on the historical side, because, like I said, I care about the industries, the traditional practices that have gotten us through our commercial fisheries, especially on the Chesapeake Bay, and I really want to honor all of the legacies and history. African Americans and people of color have been the primary producers and harvesters in Chesapeake Bay commercial fisheries and just fisheries all over the world. And so they're really the backbone for where we are today, and being predominantly out on the water at one point. It's kind of sad to see a legacy that is fastly fading away right in front of my eyes. I've been really focused on learning as much as I can from the black captains while they're around, and now creating programs around their hopes and their dreams and kind of what they want their legacy to kind of continue to be, and who they're trying to look for to come behind them. Luckily, Minorities in Aquaculture is a platform where we're able to do that, where I'm able to create different programs that are not only just going to, that I feel that are great, but other people feel they're really impactful and great. Especially when it comes to seafood, you should just know where your food is coming from. I think it gives you a lot more pride and a lot more just appreciation for the resources that you get. Also, you can't appreciate something that you're not exposed to. So Minorities in Aquaculture is really also being an avenue to expose people to aquaculture that don't really know about it, that don't know how it's connected into their life or connected into their own daily seafood resources. I have a lot of ideas. I see a lot of ways that I can help with Minorities in Aquaculture, that we can really start to change this industry. MIA has been life-changing for people. I've had multiple women of color, multiple people that aren't people of color, just say to me like, wow, this is, you know, what the industry needed. When they say to me like, I wish I had this when I was starting out in aquaculture, like it would have made my experience so much better if I had had this from the beginning. It's moments like that where I'm like, okay, like it's really kind of doing everything that I had always dreamed of doing and then some. I've just been super grateful just for the people that have just really believed in MIA and the members and the women that I've just gotten to meet, you know, all the women, not just like our members and women of color, but all of the women that are in this industry that you know, that I've gotten to meet along the way in this journey, and other, you know, Black scientists or women scientists. They inspire me so much because, you know, women are really, we're powerful in a lot of ways, and aquaculture is just another way for us to prove that. And so I've just been so honored to be able to create this space for them. I've been so honored to cultivate different opportunities for them. I tell our members, I might have, you know, gotten the bus up and running and I might be driving it, and I might be my face might be plastered on the side, but really you guys are giving me the directions. Like I'm taking this bus where we all want to go, not just where I want to go. It started about me and wanting to find something, but I've found so much more than what I was looking for, and I'm really appreciative of that.